and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Marcus Smart is out there with James. And it's Ayton in at center. Here we are over halfway through the season right now, Stan, and these teams have certainly come a long way to this point.
Well, Kevin, every season is a journey, and you have to applaud the work ethic of these guys to keep competing even as the wear and tear of the season adds up.
White goes in. Good work there as it goes.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Reeves the pass to LeBron. Reeves with the screen for LeBron. And the 3 off target. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back over to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Vucevic. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
Now here's White. Last game he had 10 points. Brown outside. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ayton with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. James, the bounce pass. Reeves gets the bucket.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Smart against Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Doncic with the steal. LeBron outside. Reeves in the corner. Back to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Doncic passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Reeves. Pulls it up. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by LeBron. Ayton's got 8 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's Pritchard following the bucket by the Lakers. Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
LeBron passes to Ayton. Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. Rebound, Boston. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
The Lakers on offense. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by the Lakers. Down low. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, White. Vucevic a screen on Reeves. And it's White missing. Los Angeles leading by 11 to the middle. LeBron is doubled. Here's Smart. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Vucevic. Averaging about 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Here's Pritchard. A 26-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Smart. Reeves outside. Shoots over White. Reeves can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Pass to Hauser. Now Vucevic. Celtics passing it around. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. White. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here is Doncic. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Brown kicks to White. Brown, good.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's a strength.
Doncic outside. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Back to Reeves. The three. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pritchard passes to Brown. Vucevic is screen on Smart. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Smart passes to Doncic. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Brown. Over Smart. Brown, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Hauser, covered by LeBron. Back to Brown. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 6 points for Jaylen Brown. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you, Kevin.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. That one a little long. Los Angeles leading by 10. To the inside, James, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Pass to Brown. Pritchard sets a screen for Brown. No good with the triple. Lakers shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. LeBron can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 12. White drives in. A shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 6 points for Derek White. And here is Los Angeles now. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kennard in for Austin Reeves. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 10-point game. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 8 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Outside, Gonzalez. Inside, Garza. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Hayes. 1:07 left in the first quarter. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
To the paint, here's Garza, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The three for Doncic. The rebound by Queta.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Pass to Garza. Six on the shot clock. Here's Walsh. Off target from outside. LaRavia with it. That will count. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the floor for Boston. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. Outside, Gonzalez. Pass to Garza. The three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Hayes. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And here we can check out the story for Jaylen Brown.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
They get it again. Kennard for 3. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Shireman. Hasn't made one yet. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Kennard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kennard's got 7 points.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Outside, Gonzalez. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Queta. And that one is stuffed right through.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Reeves the pass to LaRavia. Back to Reeves. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Finished off the break. He's got 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now Reeves. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
And Boston has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Outside, Gonzalez. From the arc. To the wing on the left. Here's Garza. Kept alive. Here's Shireman. Kennard covering. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tries yet again. Garza no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
So what do you like about Jake LaRavia the most? He's a 6'7" versatile forward. Seems to have a pretty good skill set.
He's got a great skill set, Kevin. And what he's got is he's a great decision maker. He knows when to pass, when to shoot, when to dribble, so he doesn't make many mistakes. He plays both ends of the floor, and he brings consistent energy and effort. Jake LaRavia will help you win games.
Here's Hayes following the bucket by the Celtics. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Kennard. Here's Reeves for the 3. Garza pulls it in. Gonzalez against Reeves. Back to Gonzalez to the middle. Hayes with the steal. LaRavia with it. No scoring in this one. Kennard for 3. They get it back. And that one's good. LaRavia. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Garza. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kennard. And a new group in for the Celtics. The Lakers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. The 3 ball. And the Lakers with another miss. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 10. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gonzalez. Off target from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 10. And here's Hayes. Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, I wouldn't call Reeves an elite three-point shooter, but Austin is more
than capable.
Here's Hauser. He had 16 points in the win against the Golden State Warriors.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Outside, Gonzalez. His three-pointers off the mark.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Rui Hachimura. And James subbed in for Austin Reeves. And a change for the Celtics. Pritchard, he's checked in for Gonzalez. Outside, White. Brown sends a screen for White. The three-pointer is right on target. White's got 9. And coach, for teams defending the pick and roll, you often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
Here's Brown after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Hauser. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game. Doncic looking it over. Launches it. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Doncic against Pritchard. This one for 3. Rebound the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for James. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Pritchard with the ball, guarded by Doncic. Pritchard passes to Vucevic. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Brown with the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Smart deciding where to go with it. And they double up Doncic. And Hayes kicks to James. Shoots over Brown. And it's James missing. Celtics trail by 11. There's a good screen. Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Brown. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Doncic, no good. They get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And the first one drops.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. And Brown drops them both. Lakers leading by 9. LeBron outside. Fires from deep. Rebound Boston. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Over in the corner, Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
James, a screen on Pritchard. Pass to LeBron. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, you've got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Brown with the screen on James. 1:31 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Hauser finds Brown. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron passes to Smart. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Brown against LeBron. Brown the pass to Hauser. Down low. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Vucevic.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
James outside. Back to Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Lakers leading by 10. It's James atop the key. Ayton a screen on Pritchard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, he has so much size. Ayton forcing the defense to collapse on him and gets to the line.
Shooting two.
And he can't get the first one.
An efficient, skilled big man. Ayton understands his role on this team and plays it very well.
And he sinks the second.
Well, look, he's a double-double machine. DeAndre Ayton gives this team something every team needs: size.
Brown down low, guarded by Smart. The fadeaway. That shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. We've been in the half-court or in transition, and we've been organized. We've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome, and what a first half for cool hand Luka Doncic.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You look at Los Angeles, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Celtics trail by 11. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. James is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Smart in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Lakers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here is Pritchard. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Pass to White. Over Reeves. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from White.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
Smart passes to Doncic. James outside. Outside, Smart. Doncic against Pritchard. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Vucevic, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And you know, for Los Angeles, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Now here's White. 11 points in the game. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Reeves outside. Here's Smart. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 15. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Smart. Smart against Brown. To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. Floats it up for James. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Yeah, and how about the out-of-this-world athleticism? LeBron can finish just about any alley-oop with authority.
Pass to White. Down low, Vucevic drops in the layup for 2. That's now 8 points for Vucevic.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is. Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
James kicks to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. The fader will not go. This is off the front iron. Lakers leading by 12. Over in the corner, Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown wide open. He fired. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Smart. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Goes back up. Clock at 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. The putback, Ayton. It's good on the putback.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
And Vucevic kicks to White. Brown deciding where to go with it. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Latrey knocks down the 3 ball.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. And LeBron throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. To the wing right side. To the middle. And White, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers leading by 13. Pass to LeBron. Reeves outside. No good on the 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's White. And it's off from 3-point range. James dishes to Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Outside, Smart. LeBron passes to Smart. Drills the three-pointer. Smart's got 8 points.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And a foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in. Here's Pritchard. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Boston, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 16. In the corner, it's James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Now here's White. He's got 16. Over Smart. Lakers with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Ayton throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Hauser misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rebounded by Vucevic. Celtics trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside, Smart. The three for Doncic. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
White goes in. Inside. Here's Walsh. Again, the miss by the Celtics. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. James kicks to Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 15 points.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Back to Pritchard. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. It's stolen by White. Here's Walsh. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Ayton. Smart passes to James. Smart dishes to James. On the wing, Doncic. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Doncic has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers. Pritchard passes to Walsh. Now here's Vucevic. Here's White. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Smart. He's got 8. Doncic outside. And another three for the Lakers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
So it's the Celtics now, after Luka Doncic hitting the three. The floater. Nice D from Doncic.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Jaylen Brown. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And Hayes kicks to Smith. Pass to LaRavia. Now here's Hayes. He started closer. The shot, no good. The Celtics shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Now Brown. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking. We'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
And it's Smith penetrating to the left wing. Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Gonzalez. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kennard, the pass to Hayes. Here's Smith. Back to Hayes. Here's Shireman. Pass to Walsh. Round down low. Kennard covering. Now Gonzalez. Now Brown fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Look, that up fake is a great weapon when defenders are crowding you. Brown puts him in the popcorn machine.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the 3-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura, and James subbed in for Smith.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
And he nails the 3rd. LA has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Hayes finds James, pulls up from the corner, and Shireman pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Walsh. Back to Gonzalez. Five on the clock. Here's Walsh. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Gonzalez. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And teams take more 3s now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Boston.
Pass to Brown. Vucevic setting the pick for Brown. To the paint. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. And so James will bring it up for L.A. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Kennard with a screen on Brown. Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, this is Kennard's shot. And if you don't chase him off the three-point line, this is what will happen.
Here's Shireman. Now Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Warriors, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Hachimura, the screen. Here's Buffkin. Rebounded by Hauser.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Brown, the pass to Pritchard. On the wing, Brown. Covered by Hayes. Back to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. From downtown. They get it back. Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight around.
Here's Buffkin. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Down low. It's intercepted. Laravia with it. Vucevic on him. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. The 3-pointer, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's Laravia missing. Here's Boston. They're on a 16-7 run. Vucevic setting the pick for Brown. To the inside. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Brown. Vucevic has got 8 points here in this quarter. And the Lakers have possession. Here's Buffkin. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here is Los Angeles now. Moravia passes to Kennard. Puts up a 3. Rebound Boston. Vucevic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Pass to Hachimura. Smith outside. Vanderbilt a screen on Pritchard. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 20. White finds Pritchard. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
4 on the shot clock. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Got 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Puts up the 3, and it's Luke Kennard with the 3. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to LaRavia. Back to Vanderbilt. Hachimura, the pass to LaRavia. The shot. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Nuggets. For the Warriors, tonight may look like David against Goliath, but in front of a raucous home crowd cheering them on, anything can happen. Nuggets, Warriors, coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, look at the starting group here for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Jones in a power forward. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Murray. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. On the wing, Brown fires the three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
There's so much attention on Jokic there. I mean, he's able to kick it out for a three.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me there's no real way to stop Nikola Jokic. He can score on anyone, and when you try to double him, he dissects you with his passing, which is arguably his most dangerous trait. Coach continued, you can pick your poison with Joker, but either way, you are getting poisoned. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Brown. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Pajimski. Back to Moody. Outside, Green. The three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Puts it up from 12. Not going to go that time. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Now here's Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Pajimski's shot is good.
One of the most unselfish superstars out there, Curry is always looking to make his teammates better.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Denver moving it around. Jones from outside. They get it back. Jokic's shot is good.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. Murray from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Yeah, defensively, the last thing you want is for Murray to get hot from beyond the arc.
The three from Curry. Rebounded by Johnson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Murray. Shoots over Curry. That one's wide left.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Horford in the high post. Working on Jokic. Count it. Horford's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And Horford is a selective shooter, but he's fantastic at knowing when to attack inside.
Jones sets a screen. Pass to Jokic. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Green. And here's Moody. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed,
Take a break.
but it only gets you so far.
Shots.
And he drops the first. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Now here's Moody. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Pass to Brown. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days. And Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Outside, Green. From downtown. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. Outside Murray. There's a screen by Johnson. Three-pointer. Murray, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Pass to Horford. Over Jones. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their last encounter was in Denver.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Here's Curry, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Here's Horford, and he can't bank that one in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Johnson passes to Jokic. Shoots over Horford. And it's Jokic missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Horford. The three from Curry. Jones grabs the board.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Horford, and he converts the layup. Horford's got 6.
Well, Draymond has a special talent for setting guys up, especially for his position.
Denver in the lead. Here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
Now here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Brown. And again, it's Denver missing. In transition, here come the Warriors. And he hits it to tie the game. He's got 5.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
Curry against Murray. Here's Jokic. Robbed. Curry against Murray. And they take the lead. And the Warriors lead by 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Jones. Brown comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Murray. The Nuggets trail. Jokic with a screen on Curry. Here's Pickett. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Outside, Brown to the inside. Najee, good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Podziemski. Horford outside. No good there. Great D that time from Jokic. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Pickett. He's covered by Curry. Horford against Jokic. Kick out to Brown. For three, Hardaway. The rebound by Moody.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Sinks it from distance. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Pickett passes to Jokic. 1:41 left in the first. Here's Pickett. He's covered by Curry. And here's Brown for three. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his fifth rebound in this one. Now here's Podziemski. He's closely guarded. And Horford gets it to go. Horford's got 8 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Pickett. No points so far. And again, Denver no good.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Podziemski. The three. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Brown. Jokic with it. A 32-point game for him in the win against Portland.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
And here's Curry for three. Hardaway grabs the board. Can they get it? That shot off. And so it's Al Horford making things happen for the Warriors. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1/4 of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
We've got Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Spencer in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Porzingis against Valanciunas. Porzingis in the post. Porzingis punishing inside.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
Murray scanning the floor. Warriors with the rebound. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed free points and just couldn't convert.
Here's Santos. No points yet. Pass to Melton. The shot. Valanciunas with a rebound. Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Murray. And he drives in. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Melton. Back to Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. Hauled in by Brown.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Murray passes to Valanciunas. Now here's Hardaway. Back to Valanciunas. Here's Murray. Again, Denver scores.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Pickett, he's checked in for Denver. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. In third, the Warriors.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Now Curry. On the wing, Green, defended by Brown. Back to Curry. The three is up, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Valanciunas with a screen on Melton. To the middle. Valanciunas, good.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Murray against Curry. Takes it inside from deep. Melton. Moody passes to Melton. Takes the three. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
Murray against Curry. Hardaway from outside. Gets the three ball to go. And it's now only a 1-point Warrior lead.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Lets it fly. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Curry's got 7.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Valanciunas passes to Hardaway. Over Moody. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Green, the pass to Curry. And here's Melton. His last outing, he had 18 points. And that one's good.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. And then for Denver, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Brown.
One shot.
And it's Christian Brown in for Pickett. Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Brown. Jokic the screen. Pass to Murray. Let's go with a 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Curry passes to Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Murray against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. The shot by Brown, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
Curry gets the bucket.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. And the switch here also for Denver. Jones, he's checked in for Hardaway. Here's Johnson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Murray inside. He's covered by Curry. Murray, no good. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Curry. Back to Pajemski. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, Curry knew his look wasn't there, so he moves the ball back outside.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Horford. And stolen by Jokic. Outside Brown. Outside Johnson. Now here's Jokic. He has 6. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Denver shooting their first free throw this game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. And a deep 3 from Curry. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. The 3-ball. Pajemski grabs the board. And here's Curry. That one is off. Brown with some nice D. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Jokic. Back to Brown. Now here's Jokic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Guys?
All right, thank you, Allie. And here's Denver. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Outside Jones. Pass to Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. You look at Nikola Jokic. What a contribution.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
And here are some point guards who have been very hot from beyond the arc this year. Second, Jamal Murray. Fourth, Stephen Curry.
I mean, when no other options are available, any one of these guys can just take charge and shoot that three.
As well as they shoot the three, I don't think it needs to be a backup plan. That could be a plan A.
To end the drought, Curry from inside.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Outside Brown. Back to Brown. Denver moving it around. Jones, the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Second chance shot. Jokic gets the bucket. Jokic has got 16 points now.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Inside. Here's Horford. Horford gets it done inside. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Outside Green. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Here's Jokic. And here's Brown. Fires from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
Denver's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Here's Brown. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Jones. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie because I talk trash to you all the time and I haven't seen any consequences.
Oh, just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
The Nuggets lead by 3. On the court for Denver. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Then it's Murray. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jones in at the 4 slot. Now here's Jokic. Clock at 6. From the wing, the Warriors pull it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Part of the 2007 draft. Al Horford continues to be such a valuable player, Richard.
Oh, one of the oldest guys in the league. Horford gives you shooting and passing in that front court. Off the floor, he's probably even more valuable as a mentor. When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Johnson's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Curry's shot is off. The Nuggets lead by 3. Johnson passes to Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Jones in the post, working on Green. Jokic passes to Brown. Off target with the 3. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Johnson with it. Now Podziemski defending. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
One shot.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Horford, a screen on Murray. Curry, he's open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. Outside Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Jones. Outside Brown. There's the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Brown's got 9.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Here's Curry. Moody on the wing. Outside, Green. That 3's off the mark. The Nuggets lead by 7. Jokic with it. 21 points in the game. Jokic is doubled. Murray for 3. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Green with a screen on Murray. Outside, Green. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Jacks up a 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Moody. Back to Podziemski. Here's Curry. Beyond the arc. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Outside Jones. Outside Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. knocks it down from distance. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Moody. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Warriors trail by 5. Now Curry. He's got 22. Screen by Horford. Tries it from 19. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Outside Murray. And again, Denver with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Curry looking it over. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
If the ball handling isn't enough to mesmerize you, what about the little up fake by Curry?
And the first one at the line is good. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And so Curry nails both of them. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Now here's Curry. 26 points for him. Horford, a screen on Jones. Draymond driving to the rim, and it's hammered home by Green.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
Outside Johnson. Jones sets a screen. Outside Johnson. Inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside Pajemski. Back to Curry for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Curry's got 29 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. No good from outside.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Curry. Now Horford. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like when Horford seeks out his offense like this. Look, making the D compromise on one or the other.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Melton, he's checked in for Curry. And then for Denver, Brown, he's checked in for Jones. Hardaway comes in for Johnson, and it's Pickett in for Brown.
Two shots. Last on the first.
And he can't get the first one.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
And it's tied up with that one.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Outside, Brown. Back to Murray. Stolen by Melton. Here's Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Denver has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Brown, no good. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Here's Pickett. He's scoreless. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
He is just an excellent pick-and-roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play.
Now here's Melton. Right side, Green. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Pickett. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Nikola Jokic. And the Warriors making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Strawther's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Melton. Outside Podziemski. Back to Melton. Pass to Green. Here's Porzingis. Covered by Jokic. What a finish from Porzingis.
I just love the ball movement.
Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Pickett. Yet to see a basket. Jokic with a screen on Melton. To the inside. Jokic's shot is good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Melton outside. Outside Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Green, a screen. Here's Melton. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Melton's got 5 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Strawther. Jokic a screen to the paint. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Jokic has got 29.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Outside Podziemski. Jokic against Porzingis. Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. No good with the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Jokic, defended by Porzingis for the lead. And Hardaway lays it up and in. He's got 11.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
Green against Brown. Here's Podziemski. And that comes off the assist by Green. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Pickett passes to Hardaway. Here's Strother. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Launches it. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shot from the low block. Again, the Warriors score.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Pickett. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Nuggets trail by 4. Outside, Brown. Curry against Murray. They set the pick. Here's Pickett over Melton. Porzingis grabs the board. Curry against Murray. Pass to Melton. Defended by Hardaway from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Brown passes to Murray. From outside the arc. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors lead by 4. To the middle. The layup off target. The Nuggets shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Pickett passes to Murray. Down low. And stolen by Porzingis. Curry against Murray. Shoots off the step back. Curry, no good. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Pickett inside. Here's Valanciunas. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
More of a traditional center. Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. For over a decade, Jonas Valanciunas has been a physical presence down low, RJ.
And he's shown that he's capable of hitting threes, but he is still at his best on the inside. Rebounding, setting screens, rolling hard, and doing quite a bit of damage in the post.
Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in for Pickett. And he sinks the second. Here's Melton. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Strawther's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Poke loose. Here's Strawther. Pass to Murray. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Curry's shot is off. Nuggets trail by 3. And Denver pushing it up now. Here's Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. They retain possession. Here's Jokic. Throw it down, Nikola.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. The 3 from Curry. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Brown, a screen on Porzingis. Pass to Strawther to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Curry. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Pass to Murray. Jokic in the post. He's covered by Curry. Mr. Jokic absorbing the hit.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Curry finds Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Hardaway. Melton passes to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Over Murray. And the Warriors miss again.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
And using a mix of strength and agility, Hardaway Jr. beats the contact.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And here's Horford for 3. Strawther grabs a miss.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Right wing. Porzingis passes to Curry. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now here's Curry. Porzingis surveying the floor. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Jokic with a screen on Porzingis. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Moody comes in for Santos. And Podziemski subbed in for Melton. And then for Denver, Jones, he's checked in for Brown. Cam Johnson comes in for Strawther. And it's Christian Brown in for Hardaway. And Jokic drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Podziemski. And here's Curry. Horford, a screen on Murray. Launches a 3. Horford can't hit.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Jokic is doubled. Murray from outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Outside Pajemski to the paint. Here's Green. Denver grabs the miss. And here's Johnson. Jones sets a screen. Johnson passes to Jokic. Shot clock at 3. Good on the bucket. Jokic has got 41.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Now here's Curry. Screen by Horford. Curry passes to Green. Looking to get back on track. Oh, look at Green. Attacking with fury.
A relentless drive by Green. He wasn't going to slow down for anyone.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside Pajemski. Horford, a screen on Brown. Down low. And Horford powers it home.
And Horford has to run these screening rolls countless times. That experience helps him capitalize right there.
Outside Johnson. Brown finds Jones. Now Jokic. Horford covering. Jones, the pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Pajemski. Back to Green. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Murray. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Pajemski. Jones feels it out. Here's Jokic. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
There is absolutely no one better than Curry in these big spots. He excels at these moments.
Now it's Jones. Johnson outside. Shoots a 3. It's money from deep.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
Curry. Stephen Curry. What a shot maker.
He's a magician inside. Curry always finds a window.
Jones outside. Up top, Jokic. From deep. Cleared away by Curry.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
1:27 left in the fourth. Murray pulls it down. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Now Jokic. Jones outside for 3. Oh, he cannot hit. Warriors trail by 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within 5.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Here's Jokic. It's tipped. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes a 3. Jokic pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
It's hard to say whether they have enough time for a quick shot and a foul.
Six-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Curry. Moody cashes it in. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called, the Warriors. They trail by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
Curry fires. It's good from beyond the arc.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
Cash from downtown.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Puts up the tray. That's all.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill.
And the players going through their game preparation. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the 4-man position. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep, with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And here's Maxey after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Pass to Embiid. Gobert with the block. Lonzo looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Five to shoot. 18 feet out. Maxey, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And Edwards drops them both. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Here's Barlow. 9 points last game. To the middle. And the dunk by Embiid.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's DiVincenzo. 9 points last game out. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got 8 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Oubre. He had 25 points last game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Timberwolves on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Gobert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A chance now to take a look at some numbers for Donte DiVincenzo.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Oubre outside. Pass to Embiid. Over Gobert to end the run. Embiid, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And McDaniels, here we go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Maxey. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
Oubre not taking no for an answer there was not going to be denied. Right through the defender.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Randall. McDaniels outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 5 now.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Maxey, no good.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now, here's Maxey. He had 27 points last game. Oubre inside the three-point line. No good that time.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Randall with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Minnesota leading by 16. Down low. Great D that time from Oubre.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Now Maxey. They need this. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right wing. McDaniels outside. Off target with his 3. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging about 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Maxey on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edgecombe. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Oh, here's Edwards. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Edgecombe with it. McDaniels picks him up. Offensive rebound.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Hits the mark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The quick-footed, creative Max is so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Osumu, he's checked in for Gobert. And Bones Highland subbed in for Edwards. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. With floor spacing so in demand, league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Conley. Nothing on the board. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup falls.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Oh, here's Edwards. Pass to Grimes. Drummond with a screen on Highland. Inside. And that one's good. Drummond.
A true center. A throwback center. Drummond is not a guy who jacks up threes. Andre wants to eat inside.
Here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Back to Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 14. Grimes with it. 11-point game his last outing. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Highland passes to Conley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back over to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The 76ers trail by 17. Grimes bounce pass. Into the lane. And a strong finish with two hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Trendon Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Edgecombe. Minnesota leading by 15. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Randle. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Now here's Randle. He had 13 points in the win against Dallas. Dosunmu finds Conley. Back to Dosunmu. Now here's Randle. Shot clock at 5. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Embiid. All alone. The rebound by Dosunmu.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Takes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Quentin Grimes out there with Payne. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Edwards with the screen for Payne. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
One shot.
And the 76ers making a change here. Walker's checked in. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
There's the pick. To the inside. No good. Shot missing. Reed with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The 76ers trail by 20. Walker is screen on Conley. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 76ers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Clark Naz Reed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
The 76ers trail by 20. Outside, Walker. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Reed, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Here's Phillips. No good on the 3. Grimes with it. Conley picks him up. Right side, Edwards. Stolen away. Outside Conley. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Randall from outside. No good that time.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Conley kicks to Randall. There's the triple. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The 76ers trail by 16. It's stolen by Randall. Conley finds Reed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Michael Conley. Then for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Walker. Edgecombe comes in for Edwards. And Maxey subbed in for Martin. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the 76ers. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And right now for the 76ers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Pass to Embiid. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 18. Dosunmu with it. Maxey covering. Here's Grimes. He's got 5. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Here's Embiid. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's McDaniels. Doesn't go that time. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Maxey. A special move before the shot. Maxey's got 6.
Just way too fast for him. Maxey quick on the drive.
Outside Edwards. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. The 76ers also with a sub. Arlo's checked in. And here is DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Randall passes to Gobert. Chalk up 2 there.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Embiid. Now Edgecombe. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Randall, a screen on Oubre. Now here's Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Maxey, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Randall.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well.
Here's Maxey. Good. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Down low, here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Embiid. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall, a screen on Maxey. Edwards passes to Randall. Out to Edwards. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The 76ers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Julius Randle.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game. And that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's Reed. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Barlow. Guarded by Reed. Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
And let's review some numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's putting up 29 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Takes the 3. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Maxey passes to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys?
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
The open shot, Edwards. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Drummond with a screen on Gobert. And Drummond throws it down.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
Back to DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside, Edwards. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 16.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Oubre outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And that's a foul called on Naz Reed. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
DiVincenzo against Maxey. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Reed, and here's Edwards. From past the arc. Offensive rebound, and Gobert kicks to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Oubre. McDaniels, and the 3 off target. From deep 3-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Minnesota on top, just dominating this one. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots,
But we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
And we thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Welcome, everybody. So far through the first two quarters, Julius Randle has really stood out.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
You look at the Timberwolves, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The Timberwolves shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. The big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Embiid with a screen on DiVincenzo. Maxey, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Floats one up. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Randle finds DiVincenzo. It's good from long range. Edwards got 19 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Count that bucket. 12 points for Joel Embiid.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Maxey, no good.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Inside, it's deflected. Embiid with the steal. Oubre passes to Barlow. That one drops for him.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves. Advantage in one series.
Well, I think for Minnesota, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid the screen. Off target from outside.
I think everybody in the building expecting them to make that collective shot.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Launches a three. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Barlow. Now Embiid. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
McDaniels passes to Randall. That three off the mark. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The offensive rebound. For three, Edwards hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 22 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Pass to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Trying to end the drought. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Embiid with the screen on Randall. Back to Maxey. Hands it from downtown. Maxey's got 11.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Randall down low. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Now Maxey. He's got 11.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's DiVincenzo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 7.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Back to Maxey. And he's finally able to knock one down.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Edwards. Inside, here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Embiid against Gobert. Now here's Embiid. He's got 12. Over Gobert. Embiid, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The 76ers shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. From deep, Maxey up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Barlow's got 5 points so far.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Embiid takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Randall. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Bones Highland is checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Gobert dishes to Conley. Out to the right wing. Reid in the post. Watford on him. Reid gets the bucket. Reeves got 10 points in the game. Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Drummond with a screen on Conley. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Dosunmu with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Highland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Highland's got his second bucket tonight.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Watford finds Lowry. Lays it up off the glass.
A burly, bruising point guard, Lowry is good at using that upper body strength to fight through contact.
Outside Conley. Second chance shot, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 8 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Nailed from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Reed with a screen on Edwards to the inside, and Reed throws it down.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
Outside Lowry. Lets it go with a three. They grab their own miss.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The 76ers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Edwards. Cameron Payne is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
And Reed throws it down.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Here's Payne. Pass to Edwards. Back to Payne. Stolen by Michael Conley. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Payne looking around. Here's the screen from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Highland passes to Conley. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Reeves got 9 points here in the second half. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the 76ers. For Minnesota, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Reed. To the paint. Here's Berringer. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Lowry has the open look. The 76ers with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Conley. Reed gets the bucket. 19 points for Naz Reed.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that, and he's been outstanding.
Grimes passes to Lowry. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Three-pointer, Lowry. They get the rebound. Embiid. Back to Grimes. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off to stop the run. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Highland in the corner. Outside, Reed. Pass to Dosunmu. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Embiid with the screen on Conley. Lowry passes to Embiid. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Lowry kicks to Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Timberwolves.
Reed with a screen for Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down. But Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader.
The 76ers making a switch here. Barlow's checked in. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And Conley drops them both. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Reed with a screen on Maxey. There's the three. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Big-time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Outside Conley. Clark with a wide-open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Barlow. Now here's Embiid. High post try. Rebound Minnesota. Reeves got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clark outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Edgecombe. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Conley gets the buckets.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Barlow.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Jaylen Brown is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the center position, filling out the middle. Smart passes to Reeves. And here's Doncic. Ayton, a screen on Pritchard to the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. To the wing on the left. Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. Clock at 6. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Here's Brown. James with the rebound.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Smart finds James. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. Right away we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. So it's Los Angeles now. The Celtics making their last shot. And there's James from the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pritchard against Doncic. Pass to White. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Reeves with a screen on Pritchard. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
James finds Doncic. Now Smart. Covered by Vucevic. 4-3. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need, as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Now here's Reeves. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. Doncic passes to James. James double-teamed. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From deep, here's Doncic. That's good, and it's Smart with the assist.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Now here's White. He picked up 10 in his last game. No coverage that time. White's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's Doncic outside, and he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. Pritchard from outside. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers trail. James outside. This one for 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
LeBron worked tirelessly early in his career on improving his range shooting, and boy, it has paid dividends.
Pass to Vucevic. Now Brown. Back to Hauser. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. And Ayton with the stuff.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside Pritchard. Back to Brown. Hauser outside. Pass to Brown. Smart with the defensive effort. The Lakers in the lead. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Here's Smart, covered by Vucevic. Back to Smart. Pass to Ayton. He shoots a 3. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met in Boston.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
So it's Los Angeles now. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they were dialed in from deep in that one. The basket must have looked as big as the ocean because they were hitting everything.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter. This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Pass to Brown. Over Reeves. Brown, no good. The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Ayton passes to Doncic. No good on the triple.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Five to shoot. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. Yep, count it. James has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Hachimura